I need y'all to let me know if I'm on something or if I'm on to something. And if you're not a basketball fan, don't click away because I'm going to try to explain this in a way that everybody can digest. But I'm connecting it to basketball and I'm connecting it to the life motto of whatever comes around goes around. Okay, so we're gonna go back in time, 2006. Now everyone knows basketball players are tall, but there's different levels of tall in the NBA. There's 6 feet and there's 7 feet, and there was this one 7-footer that back in the day in 2006 he was considered to be one of the best players in the game. Point is, this 7-footer was really freaking good, but he lost to this young kid named Dwayne Wade. D Wade was only 6'4", so this top dog lost to this young kid. Now, why is this important? Because Dirk Nowitzki, his reputation was tarnished, and he lost to that Miami Heat team. Now, fast forward to 2011. There's this one guy, I'm sure you know him. He goes by LeBron James. He's considered one of the greatest player of all time. Some people debate this day, but he was falling short of one thing, and it was the same thing Dirk Nowitzki was falling short of, and that was a championship. See, LeBron was born in Akron, Ohio, and he got drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland's in Ohio, so he basically is playing for his hometown. I don't know the geography of it, but I know that Cleveland is like Ohio. This is where he's from. He's playing for his home team, and he leaves his home team because he couldn't win there because they were absolutely ass. Guess who he joins? He joins Dwayne Wade, that young D Wade kid that beat Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, he joins them, okay? And now they're older because that was in 2006, but he joined the Heat, the Miami Heat, in 2011. So they're 5 years older now, and he's way better. Dirk Nowitzki is in the back end of his career. And the Dallas Mavericks in 2011 was not really thought about. See, the whole focus was on this Miami team because there was 3 really good players on that team. And they were expected to win the championship.
But we also know you 3 kings came down here to win championships. Not 1, championships.
Not 2.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4. Not 5, not 6, not 7.
The same way Dirk was expected to win back then. However, this year, Dirk, he beats Kobe Bryant, and then he beats, guess what? The Miami Heat. The middle of his prime D Wade, and overall redeems his career and his legacy, and is now seen as a legend. That's my first case of whatever goes around comes around. Second, see, now it's no longer Dirk Nowitzki that needs to redeem his reputation. Guess who fell short? LeBron James. See, not only is he the villain for leaving his hometown team, he also fell short. And everybody's thriving on that. He's going to redeem what he fell short of the previous year. And he did just that. And he did so by beating that young Oklahoma City Thunder team.
You see the emotion from Durant pouring out. This team will be a force to be reckoned with.
Now, why is this important? Because that Oklahoma City Thunder had a player named Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant was really young. But this Oklahoma City Thunder team had 3 future MVPs. This team, one of the best teams that has ever been, had they just kept their team together. But they didn't, because they didn't win. And you can argue that if LeBron James didn't join the Miami Heat, that Oklahoma City Thunder team could have won a championship in 2012 because they beat the Kobe Lakers and they also beat the defending champions, Dallas Mavericks. So while LeBron James was on his quest to prove his legacy, he costed a championship from Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant is very important to this story, you see, because after LeBron was able to win his rings in Miami, he felt like coming back home and redeeming himself, and he did so in 2016. And he won a championship against the Golden State Warriors, doing the impossible, being the first team ever to come back from a 3-1 deficit for his hometown. Why is this important? Because now LeBron is considered the top dog. He's supposed to win multiple rings. He has big shoes to fill, right? Because he wants to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. He has 3, and he's still in the middle of his career. So he's on his way. If he keeps going at this pace, he can touch 6. He only needs to win 3 more. right? And he could have. But remember that young OKC team? That young player he beat, Kevin Durant? Yeah, he had a little something. He said, you know what? Since I didn't win my ring, since this OKC team ain't going anywhere, I'm going to create my own super team. And he joins who? He joins the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, LeBron, you used to be a good guy, and then you turned into a bad guy, and now you're a good guy again? And you left the NBA hanging. What are they going to do when they don't have a bad guy? Exactly what we do. They're going to make a new one.
And now he basically has demolished LeBron's chances of getting 3 more rings, at least in the next few years, right? So what happens? KD joins the Golden State Warriors in 2017, and they're considered to be the heavy favorites. And they end up beating LeBron James and winning the championship. But I think I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself, because there's an important part of this story. So that's my second case. And case number 3 is intertwined with case number 2. Okay, LeBron costed Kevin Durant his championship. Kevin Durant costed LeBron his next few championships. But before Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors beat Cleveland, they had to face somebody else. And that was the San Antonio Spurs. And San Antonio had Kawhi Leonard. See, this team was the one team that I actually believe could beat this unstoppable Golden State Warriors. And they were proving it in game 1 of that series. See, they were up 20 points. They were laying the belt to ass. Okay? But Kawhi got zaza'd.
And he's in pain again in front of the Spurs bench.
And we know how that went. Kawhi got zaza'd and it zapped all the chances of the Spurs winning that year. Why is that important? Because fast forward to 2019, there's DeMarcus Cousins joins the Golden State Warriors. Now, I don't have any money today, and I didn't have much money back then. But let's just say if I had $1 million, I would bet all that million on the 2019 Warriors winning that year. And I'm glad I didn't have that much money back, because I would end up with the same amount of money if I have right now. There's only 5 players on the court allowed at a time for your team, and they had 5 all-stars. So there's no way any team was gonna beat that team. There's just no way. There's no chance. But remember how Kawhi got zaza'd? See, I feel as if God zaza'd the Warriors that year, because when Kawhi Leonard faced off against this Thanos team one by one, these players just kept getting zaza'd. It was insane.
Ibaka trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant's limping, grabbing that right leg. Thompson running the floor, and a foul. Now writhing in pain.
And I think to myself, after reflecting about all of this, there's no way that all of these things just go around. I mean, all these situations are like interconnected. Let me know, am I on to something? Or if I'm on something. Deuce. 160.0